Hello there and welcome to another Starfield video. Today we've got another subscriber build. This is a very cool Deimos vessel by Ohlm. It's very cool. It's I initially seen it and in the picture, the initial picture, it was kind of like this and I was like, oh, this looks really cool. It kind of gives very kind of like a Deimos, like Star Destroyer-esque vibe. And then when I started building it, they designed this kind of like lifted section that looks absolutely amazing. It looks like a proper like gun kind of platform, so like your weapons, your turrets can fire off and they're like protected from above and below. Because like one of the things, like, you know, if you have like turrets and you watch like say Star Wars or stuff, you got to be careful of basically things hitting you from above. It'd be very hard to kind of drop bombs on them. But anyway, so if we check out the stats of this vessel, it's got a fuel capacity of 420. Well, hey, it's got a hull of 1586, which is pretty much at the cap point. Very good, gets the job done. Cargo capacity of 2900. It's got a C-class reactor with 40 power, crew of 10, jump range of 30 light years, max shields in the game 1600. Then it's got 3 sets of weapons. It's got those particle turrets mounted there on the underneath the kind of the front deck. It's got another set of similar particle turrets that are in the particles. They're not turreted, they're fixed. And then it's got some EM weapons underneath. It's a pretty expensive ship, probably going to cost around 700k to build. It is primarily Deimos, but you need some Stroud pieces, like the Stroud and Hope Tech. So yeah, let's go check it out. So it's very cool. Like I said, I love the kind of the split down the middle. This thing looks awesome. Like, obviously, like in Starfield and stuff, you know, you don't really leave your ship to do any kind of EVA. But I can imagine, like, this ship being kind of, like, stationed somewhere. And, like, you could have, like, guardrails so, like, your crew could walk around outside to, like, make repairs. And you'd be protected because you're shielded, basically. Like, I don't know how shields work in Starfield, but if it's anything like how they do in Halo, I would imagine that the shielding, basically, would kind of encompass all of this, so this would all be shielded. So, you know, if you're standing here, someone shoots at you, you know, you're good. Now, obviously, I have no idea. They never really go into detail. Usually, when it comes to shields and stuff, like, I always go off of Halo, because Halo does a really good representation of shielding, where, like, the entire ship is basically covered in shields, even the turrets or weapons, and when the weapons fire, a small section of the shield will go down to fire the weapon. Now, normally that's not a problem, but if you're someone like the UNSC who have access to extremely intelligent, smart AIs, they can pinpoint when a shield drops and either deploy some Spartans or, you know, fire a nuke. But anyway, this isn't about Halo, this is about ownership. So in we go. No merging as well, which is really nice. I feel like these days it's kind of, merging is becoming the norm, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's nice to see non-merged ships, especially non-merged ships that look really good. So anyway, we got our entryway here, and if we head down here, we've got the engineering bay. This is the Deimos engineering bay B. Over here, we have a weapon workbench. This is our workstation. We've got a spacesuit workbench, research, and industrial. We got all of the pieces. Let me actually check some. Speaking of Halo, okay. Let's ignore that. Anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna keep going this way, and then we have our armory at the end, and then we have a docking port. Now I really like the design choice here. I just imagine, like, you know, you have your guards like kind of positioned. They're like, all right, boys, we're gonna deploy. We're gonna deploy in. We're gonna hit them hard. Yeah. But also weirdly, I don't know if this is very off topic, but on PC, so on Xbox when I'm playing, if I like spin my character, let's say, I can basically, unless I can spin my character without my character spinning. I can spin the camera, but on PC it's a bit finicky. Sometimes the character will go with your reticle. I don't know if that's a thing. Maybe it's because I'm playing on controller and I should be playing mouse and keyboard, but you know, it is what it is. And then over here to this side we have a brig. Very nice. We can store up all the bad guys, all the Freestar Collective people. Ron Hope, this is his personal cell for all the atrocities he's committed. Then we've got a cell here for people. I really like this brig. I would love to see kind of more, just like brigs in general, because like these, even though like, you know, these are clearly brigs, but you could like easily a modder or even Bethesda could kind of remedy that. Instead of having the brig, you could remove these doors and you could have like a proper like barracks. Like imagine like you basically duplicated that to there, so you had like maybe like eight beds, like bunk beds for your kind of your crew. And then over to the other side, we have a computer core. I don't know why I talk like that, I do apologize. We got a computer core, which again, I don't think I've seen the Deimos computer core being used by any ship, but I really like it. You've got obviously your computers and stuff, and then we've got like this kind of central mainframe in the center, which I really like. Just imagine like the ship's like, oh, we gotta purge the mainframe. They're attacking, so you just go in, you just, you know, like, ah, it's purged. Anyway, enough of me rambling. So we're gonna head up onto the next level of the deck, which is here. That connects to absolutely nothing, and then one up more. We've got another one by one. And then we have the battle station. I really like these battle stations. I feel like, well, all the battle stations look cool, like Deimos are the king of the battle stations. Just imagine like I'm sat here or stood here surveying the battlefield, you know, deploying troops, comms, ship to ship, satcom, fleet to flight deck. I spotted this before. Does that mean flight deck? I feel like it's just Bethesda just like sticking like random science-y techno babble in, but like flight decks, give us carriers, please. And then if we come over, we'll come over here. Back here we have another one by one that goes up. We'll check that in a moment. And then if we go over here, I believe we have a captain's quarters here. Yeah, we do. We got the Deimos captain's quarters with the world's most uncomfortable bed. I'm really hoping this is made of some like extremely like malleable, is that the right word? Like it's like a kind of an air mattress, or like some sort of like, it's not rock hard, because it looks rock hard, but yeah, let's just hope it's not rock hard. And then we've also got our kind of our navigation console again. I really like these. I like that you can fly the ship from here. And then if we go this way, we have the living quarters, the best living quarters in the game, the 3x1 Deimos one. You've got the very nice, where's the paintings? Oh, there's no, oh, there it is. And then here we have an infirmary at the end, which I really like. Again, really cool. I'd love to know the lore behind this this ship, Ohlm, if you could let me know, because it, to me, it kind of seems like a kind of a Deimos kind of warship, like some sort of a kind of a cruiser or like a capital ship, especially with those like turrets like set up the way they are. It feels like it's meant to kind of be used for like kind of planetary invasion sort of thing. And then we head up to the final level of the vessel. So they're one by one. We got the, here we have the Deimos bridge. Very nice bridge. 10 out of 10 bridge. Very nice. And then we have low jump seats here. You've heard me say this before. I really like this bridge. I just wish it had more like space, because I'm pretty sure this is a crew of 8 slot. But like, what are you crew gonna sit here and like fiddle with their like what if that's my workstation, I quit. You know? Anyway, so we're gonna take her off. I'm gonna actually see now what happens if I like fly this up into space. I'm just gonna, am I just stuck here? Or will it launch me to the pilot seat? Oh, okay, launch me to the pilot seat. Interesting. So as always, I have a perk that increases my power by 5. So for the sake of this review, we're not gonna be using 5 power. So weapon-wise, we've got our particles, primary particles there. We've got our EMs, and then we've got our turrets that obviously can't be fired. So base speed is going to be 130 because we're using C-class engines. Boost speed is probably going to be 420 if I was to guess. Oh no, 430-ish, not too bad. Quick little agility test. She's oh, why does she seem more agile than third person? Oh, ignore that. So we quick. It's agile. It's obviously not the most agile. It's more of a look at that. Absolutely cool. All right, so we're gonna head down to the planet now and show you how to build it. All right, so we've got the ship split into 5 sections. So at the very top here, all we got is the DS 40.2 Ares bridge from Deimos, 360 cargo, 8 crew. Behind that, we have a Deimos 1x1 companionway, and then an Assurance SG 1800 shield generator from Sexton Shield System. C-Class, 12 power, 1600 shield. Next level of the vessel, we'll start here at the front. We have a Deimos storeroom 1x1, an infirmary 2x1, an all-in-one berth 3x1, a battle station 2x2, and a captain's quarters 2x1, and a companionway 2x1. Weapon-wise, we've got two PB300 Alpha beams from Ballistic Solutions Incorporated, C-Class, 3899.99 range, 1.5 fire rate, 41 hull and shield damage, and 3 power. We've got some cargo here. We got two 40T hauler cargo holds from Sexton Shield System, 1270 each. For the structural pieces, we have two Deimos tail A's here and here, two Deimos spine A's here and here, four Deimos wings, two on the port side, one flip backwards, two on the starboard, one flip backwards. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Deimos bumper port, starboard, and mid, so the big ones, and then two kind of forward facing one, and then we have a Hope Tech bumper A. On the front here, we have four SAL 6330 engines from Slane Aerospace, C-Class 2 power, 1800 engines thrust, 7800 maneuvering thrust. And then we have a Pinch 8C reactor from Xi'an, C-Class, 40 power, 1350 hull. We also have a J52 Gamma grav drive from Relodyne, C-Class, 11 power, 50 jump thrust, which gives us 30 light years. We've got two 500T helium-3 tanks from Ballistic Solutions Incorporated, 210 each. Then we have a Deimos companionway 1x1. We have four Fulminator 800 suppressors from Lightsight, C-Class, 1040 range, 0.8 fire rate, 58 electromagnetic damage, and 3 power. There's two here, each mounted on a Deimos Wing E, and then we've got two more mounted on a Deimos C aft. Structural pieces, like I was saying, so we've got three of these Shroud engine bracer B, 1, 2, 3. We've got the spine C aft, two wing E's, port aft and starboard aft, and then we have two spine E's, 4, and two spine G's. In the bottom of the vessel, or the kind of the bottom deck rather, we've got a Hope 11 Docker 4. We've got a Deimos Armory 2x1, a Workshop 2x1, an Engineering Bay B 3x1, Computer Core 2x2, and a Deimos Brig 2x2. We've got two more of those Alpha beams there. And then we have four PBO 300 Alpha Auto turrets, Auto Alpha turrets, B-Class, or C-Class, 3899.99 range, 4 fire rate, 22 hull and shield damage, and 3 power. And then at the back here, we've got a little bit of merging. So, structural pieces real quick. So I'm going to show you. So the way it is set up. Oops. So basically what we have here is we have a Deimos Wing D backwards connected to two Deimos Bracer A's like so. And that's the same on each side like that. Now, the way I kind of mounted them initially was I moved this, and I made use of a 3x3, and just like that, I snapped one in there, just so that way this piece keeps them all level, and then I snapped, like so, I snapped basically them like that, and then once that was done, I removed this piece, snapped the wings on like so, and then you just bring these in and do the little flip technique. Obviously there isn't one in the middle. And this merge keeps them all together. So that's the, there's four Deimos bracers there. The Deimos cowling aft. And then we've got the Deimos Wing D. We've got two Deimos Wing A's, one here and one there. We've got the Deimos braking engines, two there, one there and there. We've got two 22 CB landing gear from Deimos, one thrust each. Got 1, 2, 3, 6 Deimos Wing B's, 3 port, 3 starboard. And then we've got two Deimos Wing A's, 1 port, 1 starboard. And then we have our Hope 11 Docker. And then for landing gear, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 320 CB landing gear from Deimos, 3 thrust each. And then we have a 120 LD landing bay from Deimos. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Skeg A's for kind of structural pieces. Now, if we put these all together, I'm going to really quickly show you how you would mount the engines. So I'm just going to really quickly move through this. So these engines basically kind of merge. I'm going to show you how I got them in. We'll go, oops, come on, there we go. We're just gonna delete this section here real quick. So when I'm building it, you just kind of want a scaffold basically, and these will actually do wonderful. These will do wonderful. So all you want to do is you want to have like something you can snap the engines to that sit above. So in this case, we're going to snap them like so. There's all 4 of our engines. They're currently sitting above. Now, if you've seen me do this method before, we just need something that has a snap point on all angles. Highlight it. Highlight the engines. Now, they'll probably jump up 1. Yep, they jump up 1. That's perfectly fine. We need to remove these. So we're going to do that again. We're going to highlight them. And then it'll jump up 1. Why is it not wanting to play ball? I'm going to highlight 1. Interesting. We won't use this fuel tank. We'll use a 1 by 1. Why is it not? Interesting. Oh, it's because there's no snap point. Okay, interesting. So ideally we need another snap point here, I believe. Let me try again. Okay, that's pretty interesting considering I just built this ship like 20 minutes ago. I'm gonna really quickly delete this section because when I initially did it, I did it like that. Alright, so what if I do this? Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna like redo this because I don't know what it is that's causing it to do that. See, this is the thing with these merge techniques. Is 9 times out of 10 they work well without any issues, but there's always one time where like it does something that I'm not familiar with, and I've used many of these merges. So I'm just gonna really quickly them up. So as you can see, the engines by themselves, they're not supposed to be. Oh, I remember what I did. Okay, so what I basically did was instead of, I'm just gonna see if I can merge them. Oh, I was trying to merge them initially. So obviously you have them, they're sitting there, they're 1 above. We go on, I need a companionway. Perfect. And we're gonna highlight the companionway. And why is it not? Interesting. Is this? That's extremely strange. So you can see it briefly goes green, but then it doesn't. So I'm going to show you another way to mount these engines, which... So basically, we're going to put the engines in place first, and then we're going to add these kind of side pieces. So we're just going to snap the engines in like so. And then we need a snap point above, which is going to be these. And then, like before, like I was saying, we're basically going to build this little kind of like section where we can lower the piece. And then, so just to make it easier, we're gonna start with these pieces. And if I highlight them, there we go. And yes, they move fine. And then we're just gonna basically drop them down. Like so. What is going on? Okay, hold on now. I'm very... Okay, so we would be able to do that. Let me go back here. Maybe I do apologize. Like I said, I tend to keep this sort of stuff in. Just to kind of highlight that, like, things don't always work well the first time. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but I guarantee you that, or I built this ship probably about an hour or 2 hours ago, and I had no issue with it prior. See, okay, that's so the simple. Okay, hold on. Now let me. Okay, so let me try. How do we duplicate on? How do we duplicate? I don't know how to duplicate on my my mouse and keyboard. There we go. So now it's working. I don't know what it was. See, what actually I probably do know what it was. So one of the things I've noticed. So when I play on Xbox, if you move it at all. So see how when I'm just flipping it up, right, and it's green. But if you move even an inch or even a millimeter, it goes red. And because I play on controller, sometimes there's still a slight mouse input. And that's probably what's doing it. So now that we've got this set up, I'm going to show you properly how to... So obviously you've got your little setup there like so. And you're just going to snap the pieces like that. And then we're going to get a little one by one. And then you're going to highlight it. Highlight them both. Press Y. They're going to jump up like that. Aha, now they're working. Highlight the bottom one again and then drop them down. And then there you go. Bob is your auntie. We have got them. Now we're going to do that again. Come on now. I need you to do that again. Come here. But yeah, so this, like I said, the... and then we're just going to drop them down. So there can be issues, but generally speaking, it's something like it's without sounding kind of like you're doing something wrong. And in that case, I was doing something wrong because there was an input that was kind of being detected. It's one of the things I notice is because when you play on controller on a PC, if you don't have it plugged in with a wire or you use the Xbox like adapter, which is like 60 quid to be able to use like with no latency, there is a little bit of latency without that. And situations like that, like when you, like I said, when you duplicate, if you move it at all, see now, sometimes it's like, yeah, we're good. Sometimes, anyway, so as always, Ohlm, thank you for submitting that ship. Very, very nice. I'm very grateful when people submit ships, and I really, really like the design. It's very, very cool. I love the kind of the cut in the middle. The weapons platform, really, really cool. If you want to comment if I've made any mistakes, if you want to give a bit lore about the ship, and I will pin it. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this sort of content. Check out the Discord if you want to submit ships. Bye-bye.